In today's episode, make my friend cry and then lie about what I said in an official document? Okay, I'll play your games. No earphones allowed? Enjoy me rocking out to a song that makes you twitch. Since we're talking about sticking it to the school rules. So let's get started. Make my friend cry and then lie about what I said in an official document? Okay, I'll play your games. Once upon a time, there was an evil witch. This all happened my senior year of college, spanning about 6 months. I lived in a duplex where the main floor and second floor were occupied by myself and friends. Oftentimes, we'd throw parties in our incredibly large attic. One of these times, we got a noise complaint. Everyone was very respectful when the cop asked us to shut things down, and left no problem. All residents were 21-20 seconds, and we were the only ones asked to ID ourselves. Had a fine conversation with the officer, and he went on his way. Probably one of the easier incidents in a college town. While we lived off campus, any incident like this does get reported to the school. All 6 of us received a letter stating we had to go to a class about drugs and alcohol because we threw a party where drugs and alcohol were supplied to minors. We could of course appeal this, and we did. The school only needs 51% certainty that the event occurred how they thought it did. Seeing as everyone ID'd was 21, and there had been no drugs, we thought we had a strong case. This meant all 6 of us had to meet with the dean individually to go through the events of the evening, so she could ascertain what really happened. First 4 went fine, my female roommate was 5th, and I went last. She came home in tears. The dean apparently tried to rip her to pieces, said she had awful friends, why not just admit we had drugs and given alcohol to minors? She stuck to her guns, but it sounded awful. I can handle that stuff, but I hate seeing people I care about go through situations like that. I went in prepared to my meeting, already hating this woman. I even had my phone recording the conversation in my shirt pocket. Single-party consent state in terms of audio recording, the conversation ended with her saying why can't you just follow the rules and act like a grown-up? A few weeks later, we all received another letter. They had dropped the drugs-alcohol bit due to lack of evidence, but had decided we had created an unsafe environment with only one exit. There were a few lines in the letter where student X said in the event of a fire, guests would have been asked to jump out of the rear window, and other completely fabricated statements. Sure, there was only one flight of stairs up to the attic. But unbeknownst to the assistant dean, we had one of those fire escape ladder window things. We appealed yet again. But the second time around, you meet with a board of peers, teachers, students, assistant dean, and the police officer that had responded to the complaint. Being a law nerd, I volunteered to go on behalf of my friends. That being said, we were allowed one person as counsel that couldn't say anything to the board, but could write things down to pass on to me. QMC and following the rules just like the dean had asked. I showed up early, as did the officer. He was totally chill, and was getting paid OT to show up to a meeting to do nothing instead of the usual route. Everyone shows up, and the dean immediately questions why I have someone with me. Well, per school code 14 subsection B etc. I am allowed to. This is my friend X, who has a law degree. Just following the rules. We get into semantics and how dangerous our party could have been blah blah. I get to speak last, without any interruptions, until I yield. Time to drop bombs. I pull out printed sheets for everyone in the room of my Amazon account showing I had purchased the fire escape ladder thing months before the party had happened, proving we had indeed had multiple exits. I then passed out copies of the letter we had received written by the dean, and had highlighted all of the fabrications and lies about the previous conversation I'd had with her. I recorded our entire meeting. I'd like to take time for you all to hear that. At this point she's fuming and blurts out that what I did is illegal. The cop butts in and just gives that a big ol' nope. Single party consent for audio recording. We all listened to the full 15 to 20 minutes. So as you can see, all rules were followed by myself and my peers, and nothing unlawful happened. Not one of the highlighted sections was actually said. The only thing that worries me is how the ass Dean openly lied as well as brought my roommate to tears. I'd ask that all charges be dropped at this time against us. She then tried to backtrack, saying she had made grammatical errors in the letter, but everyone was smart enough to see the difference between the wrong form of "your" and telling people to jump out of a window. A few weeks later, we all received another letter stating that we were good, and no further action would be taken. I then went out of my way almost daily to walk through the admin offices where the ass Dean's office was to give her a wave and a smile. No earphones allowed? Enjoy me rocking out to a song that makes you twitch. So, not a super long one, but the malicious compliance mixed with petty revenge was so worth it. Also posted in r/petty revenge. Background: my dad is a scary driver when he wants to be. Always goes extremely fast on the roads, but never insane. Just enough to get the thrill. And not crash us and get an earful from mom. Mom can lecture us without us even realizing it. She's the head of the house despite dad being the older and bigger boy, as well as a little old-fashioned. We love and respect her. Also, my dad's got a thing about technology. He doesn't like us having any earphones in when he's driving, even if we're not talking, and he's got his Sirius radio cranked up. It was 2 weeks ago that I got a bit of payback. And to note, I am a 20+ F. To make a long story short, my dad was driving me to another city to pick up my laptop from repairs. The battery needed replacing, and was under a 3-year warranty, but only a store in another city actually had battery replacements for the laptop model, cause, of course, what's been going on in the world lately. And his radio was broken. So the ride was silent, me sitting twitchy from boredom. And the cherry on top? We were in a heavy traffic jam. As in, bumper to literal bumper. Eventually, Dad got fed up with my twitching and told me to stop. I told him that I'm bored. Dad told me to suck it up. I retorted that I'd been holding it in for the past half hour. We went back and forth, until Dad finally told me fine. You can put your music on. But no headphones. I scoffed, but pulled out my phone. As I scrolled through my playlist, I saw a song, and an idea hit me. The perfect way to get some payback. And not get in trouble since I was doing as he told me to. So, I hit play, volume turned up. And Girls Are Always Right by G.R.L started rocking out. I was bobbing my head, grinning, and Dad was doing his best to stay stoic in the driver's seat. I did see his fists clench the steering wheel as the chorus played out. Boy, why you trying to fight? Get this straight tonight. Girls are always right, yeah. Boy, one day you will cry and wish for you and I. Girls are always right, yeah. Oh, that was awesome. I rocked out for that 30 minutes to the song, watching my dad work to keep his temper in check out of the corner of my eye as I rocked out. But since he gave me permission to listen to my music without headphones, he couldn't say anything against that. And because of the traffic jam, he couldn't even do any crazy driving to scare me. Then, the icing on this revenge cake. The song ended, and I saw Dad relax. And then he twitched as it started playing again. I had stuck the song on repeat. The next 20 so minutes I rocked out to Girls Are Always Right, until my dad politely, if tensely, his teeth were ground, asked me if I could change the song. Grinning, I obliged. And put on Power by Little Mix. Oh, how he twitched hearing the lyrics. Baby, you're the man. But I got the power. You make rain. But I'll make it shower. You should know, I'm the one who's in control. I'll let you come take the wheel, long as you don't forget. Who got the power? I got the power. I got the power. I got the power. Hold up. Needless to say, for the next hour as we worked through the traffic jam, and even after as we drove to the shop, I blasted female empowering music from my phone. Dad was severely twitching by the time we got to the store, and I could tell he was fighting not to lose it. As I put my mask on before walking in after exiting the car, I heard a series of swears explode from Dad from inside the car. It was glorious. He even slammed a fist on the horn. And best part of all this petty revenge? On the way back, I was let wear my headphones. And he saw as I listened to relaxing/epic music by Audio Machine. He has never asked me to not wear headphones when he's driving since. Since we're talking about sticking it to the school rules. I love loopholes, don't you? When I was in my senior year, small town Texas where you had to have a certain name to get any sort of pleasantries from school staff, I dyed my hair red. Cola can red. I looked kick-A. My confidence soared and I was all around a better student to be around, for all of 3 days. Mind you, I was on a work program that only required me being at school till lunch. I also was passing my classes. But I wasn't the right person to dye their hair. Of course, some of the popular girls had red streaks in their hair and nobody batted an eye, but since mine was all over, I was told it wasn't allowed. Okay. So I dyed it burgundy. Still not good enough, still too unnatural. I had no choice but to go black. It killed my hair. This all happened in a span of 2 weeks, and I was beyond ticked. So as Christmas break came up, I saw that our rule book didn't say anything about wigs. Cue my compliance as I came back from break wearing a full brown wig. I hated the damn thing, but I only had to wear it half the day anyways, and underneath was my red, although darker like cherry red rather than cola can red. I wore it the rest of the semester. Sometimes taking it off a bit before lunch cause my last period teacher didn't care. For graduation I was told my red hair would still be unacceptable to walk the stage in. Because to do so would take away attention from my classmates, and I could understand that. So I bought a new wig. By this time my other one was ridiculous tangled cause I just didn't care, and walked the stage graduating with my diploma. As the last student took his seat from graduating, I took off my cap and wig. I walked up to my favorite teacher who was part of the teachers sitting as witnesses, and I handed him that wig as he laughed along with an uproar from parts of the crowd. Then I took my seat and enjoyed knowing I never had to return to that wretched place ever again. The school still has a rule on hair color, and I'm still recognized as the one who defied them till the end. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.